If you ever considered adoption but worried about the cost, OBA just made the adoption tax credit significantly more valuable. For families ready to open up their hearts and their homes, this change could mean thousands more in usable tax benefits. Now, this is day 17 of me breaking down the One Big Beautiful Bill Act for the next 30 days, so let's get into it. Let's be honest, adoption is beautiful, but it's also expensive. According to the documents, adoption can cost as high as $60,000 when you factor in agency costs, legal costs, travel, and other expenses. For many families, the financial barrier, that's heartbreaking. The adoption tax credit has existed for years to help with these costs, but it had some major limitations until now. So here's what's changing. Before OBA, the adoption tax credit was up to $17,280 per child for qualified adoption expenses, but it was entirely non-refundable. That means if you didn't owe at least $17,280 in federal taxes, you couldn't get the full benefit. You could carry forward unused credits for up to 5 years though, but many families never fully use them. Now, after OBA, effective 2025, the credit remains at $17,280, but now up to $5,000 of that is actually refundable. So here's what you need to know. First things first is, what's the difference between refundable and non-refundable? Non-refundable means you can only reduce your tax bill to zero. So if you owe $10,000 in taxes and have a $17,280 credit, you get $10,000 back and lose the rest unless you carry it forward. Now, refundable means you get the money even if you didn't owe taxes. So if you owe $3,000 in taxes and have $5,000 refundable credit, you get $3,000 back plus an additional $2,000 refund. Now, second is under OBA, the credit works like this. The first $5,000 is refundable, so you get this no matter what. The remaining $12,280 is non-refundable and reduces your tax liability, but can still carry forward unused non-refundable portion for 5 years. Now, third is, let's do a real example. Let's say we have a family that adopts a child with $25,000 in qualified expenses. They can claim the maximum $17,280 credit. In this scenario, let's say they owe $8,000 in federal taxes. Before OBA, the non-refundable credit would be $17,280. Their tax liability would have been $8,000, which means they get $8,000, which zeroes out their taxes. And then now the unused credit, the $9,280, is carried forward to the next year. Now, after OBA, the refundable portion would be $5,000, so they get this regardless. The non-refundable portion would be $12,280. Their tax liability would be $8,000. So they get a $5,000 refund plus $8,000 to zero out taxes. That's $13,000 total. Now, the unused credit of $4,280 gets carried forward, right? That's $5,000 more in year one. Now, number 4 on my list is qualified adoption